Come on in to Sister's Tarot. Gather round, everyone. I have here my trusty magic 8-ball. Let's take a look inside, see what it has to show us today. Hello Geminis, this is a general reading for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node in Gemini. Take what resonates and leave out the rest. If you don't resonate with the reading, feel free to check out my other videos. You may have some messages there. Now without further ado, let's start the reading. I hope that you had a good past weekend and it's going well so far for you. Pull this out of the way. I need to get closer. So far away. We have the 9 of Strands, which is the nine of Wands. Too many. And then we have the King of Scoops, which is the King of Pentacles. The Star. Oh, and by the way, I'm using Stranger Things tarot deck. And then we have the Magician, which is your energy, of course, because that represents Gemini. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have the 5 of Dice, which is the 5 of Swords. Okay, we're going to start with the 9 of Strands. You're constantly feeling like you're having to stand your ground and people crossing your boundaries. Whether it's been going on or just started, but I'm picking up for quite some time now. And with this King of Scoops here, which is the King of Pentacles, you're always trying to be grounded, even though the situation keeps trying to get you out of character in a situation. But you have the upper grounds regardless, because you have the power to overcome any obstacles or challenges or enemies that come your way. And then we have the Star card. It is in your destiny is what I'm picking up, to be a star, so to speak, to shine bright like a star, and to have a spotlight in some way, especially when you have the Magician followed by that. And you have the skills, and I'm picking up the talent as well, and that you're meant to shine out into the world and help others with what kind of gifts or talents or skills you may have. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have the 5 of Dice, which is the 5 of Swords. You want so much to be able to put the sword down and not having to keep feeling like you're having to battle things out. And I'm picking up that this could be in your close vicinity, even in your own homestead. That keeps happening. And it seems like no matter what you do, things keep trying to come against you. but you're trying your best to keep your cool. And you're even trying to release any negative energy, because you know that there is some underhanded energy that keeps trying to throw a wrench in a situation to keep the fuel of things going. And you're aware of this, especially as a magician. But I'm picking up, because these fireworks in the background, there's going to be much to celebrate soon. And I'm also picking up with this candle. It's not really a candle, but it's a rocket, obviously. But it looks kind of like a candle because of how that looks right here. So I'm picking up, you're going to have your wish fulfillment, is what I'm picking up from that. So if you've been trying to manifest something for yourself in some way, especially with the magician, that's going to come into fruition. So this new thing that you're trying to manifest is what's going to help you come out of this and leave old things behind that no longer serve you. Whether that's people, places, or things, all of the above. This is what's going to be needed, because I'm picking up, it doesn't matter if you have the same problem come with you, it's going to be a different place, same problem, different place. So you have to let go of certain people in your life, is what I'm picking up, in order to have that peace and mindset back again and leveled out. And that things are going to work in your favor, especially when you have the King of Scoops, which is King of Pentacles. So if your finances have been what's been the issue, I'm picking up, especially with this, what looks like a ship wheel, but I'm picking up like the Wheel of Fortune, is going to turn in your favor, so you can have your finances the way you need to, so that you can, let's say if you're having to live with someone, you'll be able to have the funds that you need, so you can finally get your own place again, or to begin with, whichever resonates with you. So that way you can have that peace of mind and not have that constant interference and feeling like you're having to battle things out constantly. And always having to keep your guard up. I'm going to see what I'm getting overall before I move on to the Oracle. I'm picking up something with this sweatband on his wrist. I'm trying to see what, pull to that. Okay, I'm picking up, you're just only at arm's length to your celebration of your success that you're waiting on to come to fruition. So it's really close by. You might not be able to see it. Keep the faith. But it's really much closer than you may actually realize. So keep not only the faith, but keep holding on strong as much as you can, even though you might have a lot of turbulence going on in your surroundings. I'm picking up more of homestead than, say, outside the home. It's more of a homestead problem. So just keep your faith and your strength. Pray, whatever you need to do. Meditate to try to keep pushing through until you can get out of this situation, because it's going to happen. It's in a matter of time. And then you can just cut out those certain people that may have been causing issues, because nothing else, you were meant to be in this situation, so you can see the mask fall off, is what I'm picking up, and seeing people for who they really are. So let's say somebody might be fronting with you, is what I'm picking up. They might have been acting all certain way to your face, but behind your back they gossip and say certain things they shouldn't. This is God's way of showing you, hey, this is what's happening, and mirroring it for you. This is why you can't trust this person or people. So don't get too comfortable. So you might have gotten a little comfortable and let your guard down, especially with this 5 of dice, which is 5 of swords, thinking that, okay, now things can actually start getting better. But then you come to realize, no, because God's letting you see the mirror of who they really are, reflect out. So they might have been acting like they're your friend or for you, but behind your back, God sees things that you can't. Even if you have certain abilities to, like, very intuitive or even psychic in any sort of way, you're still not going to be able to see as much as God would be able to, obviously. And God knows what's going on behind closed scenes, behind the doors that you are not able to see. And God's letting you know, hey, see this mirror? This is what's really going on. Things get pushed, like say a button gets pushed to get them to show their real self to you. So that way you know, okay, things aren't getting better as I might have initially thought. And as long as you did everything you could on your part to try to make a situation with a relationship with, I'm picking up more family dynamic in this situation. So if you did everything in your power to do what you could try to fix and mend it, but things keep showing itself why you don't need to, so that way when you do move off, you know to cut those strings and to keep moving on. You know you did your part. Just because someone's family don't mean that they're good for you, and that's no excuse to keep them in your life. You can do what you want because it's free will. But the advice is, if you see it clearly someone is not good for you, whether they're family or whatever, and you see that they, like, say if you cry, like if you're taking, like if you have respect, they're disrespecting you for whatever, and they keep disrespecting you, disregarding you, or crossing certain boundaries, and get upset, say for instance, if you if all you're doing is just setting a boundary saying, hey, you can't disrespect me like that, and they get mad at you and try to make you out to be the bad guy because you're standing up for yourself, then who is really clearly the bad guy? Or the, not necessarily the bad guy, but who is necessarily in the wrong for that? You who sets boundaries, say don't disrespect me, are the ones that clearly think you're the problem because you set the boundary in the first place saying don't disrespect me and take up for yourself. I mean, it should be a given, but this is your choice to make. So when that, I'm picking up 6 of swords in this situation. So after this 5 of dice, this 5 of swords, I'm picking up in my mind's eye the 6 of swords. So whenever you have this opportunity to move away from this situation, don't look back. That's the advice. It's your choice to make, but don't look back. Just because they might be family or friends or whatever, there's no reason to look back. If you know that no matter how many times you set a boundary, no matter how much you call somebody out on them disrespecting you, they're clearly going to keep doing it, so they do not respect you. So therefore, it's better just move on to the calmer waters and let that go and never look back again, because it's for your own good. But it's your choice. Now I'm going to move on to the Moonology Oracle. But yeah, the choice is yours. We have the energy is gaining momentum, waxing moon, and that being right underneath the 9 of strands and what I've been picking up on. Things are just going to get worse as long as you stay in that situation. So whenever you are given the chance to get out of it, take that opportunity and go with it. Don't worry about hurting feelings or how someone might not like it if you never have anything to do with them ever again. Do what you know is best for you. Give your peace of mind. So, because as long as you stay in this situation, or even when you move away and you continue to decide to have a relationship with these person or people, the energy is only going to get escalate, because God is trying to show you, hey, this person or people are not good for you. And it's just building up to show you why. Take another card. It is not part of your destiny to put up with people disrespecting you, obviously. And I dropped a card. We have, you are good enough, full moon in Virgo, and that being right underneath the King of Scoops, which is King of Pentacles. That's just double Earth energy, obviously. It could be double Virgo, but I mean, you could be connected with someone who's a Virgo, but not necessarily. It doesn't have to be. The messages are, you are good enough. So even if someone tries to make you feel like you're not good enough in a situation, you are. You just got to see it for yourself. It don't matter if anybody else does. You are good enough to go the distance is what I'm also picking up. Now I'll take another card. We have, don't let pride get in your way, full moon in Leo. But even with this being said, don't let your own pride get in the way. Even if the other person does, that's on them. Don't let your pride get in the way. So be the bigger person. Just because they act one way don't mean you have to act that way too. Be the better person in the situation. So don't do anything petty just because maybe they're being petty. Let them be them. Let them be petty. That's on them. But that don't mean you need to be that way. You do better than that, because you know better than that. Or the energy I'm picking up, whoever would resonate with this, they would know better than that. So correct yourself when you see that you're going in the wrong direction, is what I'm picking up, is the advice. And for some of you, I'm picking up that's what you have been doing or starting to do now, because you know this is a losing battle. To put the sword down and just realize you did all you can. Just let it go. It's time to release negativity. Full moon in Scorpio. So see, that's just even bringing out more. It is time to release this. So let's say you've been praying for a way out. When God brings you that, or the universe brings you this, you have to understand that means you have to let go of these people or person or people in your life, because they are not good for you. They have shown toxicity. They're toxic. And all it is, and it also makes you become toxic at times because of it, is what I'm picking up. So that's another reason why don't let your pride get in the way is here. So don't let this get to you. Just do what's better. Just because, again, someone might be being petty in an argument or something, for instance, don't mean you have to be. Let them do them. You do better because you know better. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have conclusions are within reach. Full moon eclipse. So again, with that Six of Swords, it's coming back up again for me on this. So calmer waters is to come. But when you have that way out and you take that, don't look back is the advice, because you don't want to stay attached to this negativity. So when you, let's say again, if you're living with someone that you know is not good for you, whether it's family, a relationship, friend, roommate, whatever it is for you, keeping contact with this person is not going to make the situation get better, because there's going to always be a reason, something else arise, even if you're not living with that person, because you're being shown how this person really is for a reason, or people. And you're not going to be taken out of this situation just for you to take it with you, because even if you move by yourself but you stay connected, you might as well you're still keeping cords connected, and that's not going to help you release that negativity the way you need to. So I'm going to get what I'm getting. I'm going to see what I'm getting overall before closing out the reading. I'm picking up the best attitude for you to have is just learn to listen. And if they're disrespecting you, you've already, let's say if you've already let them know where your boundaries are, and they already keep showing they're not going to respect that. Take more of this stance that this King of Scoops, which is King of Pentacles, would be, where he's just sitting back, saying nothing, and just listening. Doesn't mean you're taking it. It just means they're not going to learn. So just let them do them. But no, you need to let that go. So when you have the way out, cut it off. Because that's what's going to be best for you. That's the advice. Again, it's your free will to decide if you want to take that advice or not. But I'm picking up this would be what's best for you, if you really want to keep that. But again, don't let pride be in the way. So don't come from the ego when you do this. Come from your higher self. And do what's best for you as far as cutting off the cords. And I've also picking up a lot of ego, as in a lot of hurt came from the ego in this situation. So you can't control other people, but you can control yourself and how you react to things. And just because they're petty don't mean you have to be petty. You be the bigger person. Again, that's the advice. You can take it or leave it. But that's all I'm getting from the reading. I hope this brought you some clarity and helped you in some way. And be sure to turn on the notification bell so you know each time I upload a new video. and like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, God bless.